By the time this video is up, the Sunset collection has launched. You can pick up a daily to-do list, a weekly to-do list, or a bundle of both on keeganacton.com. The obsession with to-do lists really started when I went to college. I had a very busy, overwhelming, almost paralyzing schedule that was so overwhelming that I didn't know what to do. And I really gravitated toward to-do lists to help me prepare, to be productive. It was the only thing that really calmed me down and helped me achieve every single thing that I needed to do with that schedule. Because of that, I started using more and more to-do lists. I would see a to-do list and I'd be like, oh, that's really cool, I really like that. Oh, I don't really like that. Oh, it would be so cool if I could add this thing to that, it would make it perfect. And that's where the idea started that maybe I should make my own to-do list. Introducing the Sunset collection. Such a crazy thought. I never thought it would actually happen. It was always this running idea in my head where I'd see something and I'd be like, oh, that'd be cool. If I ever made a to-do list, I could add that to it. Oh, if I ever made a to-do list, I would not add that to it. It was kind of just this constant brainstorming for an idea that I never thought would see reality. We ended up making to-do lists. I still cannot believe that this happened. Like, please pinch me. This is not real life. I will lay in bed at night and I'll be like, oh my God, this is actually happening. And I'll freak out a little bit. Like any business, the first step was finding a manufacturer, a producer for these to-do lists. That was something that I was like, I don't know how to do this. I've had this idea for so long. That's the first step, and that was the scariest step because I didn't know what to do. My manager, Fred, I'm at Select Management. It's like a YouTube management. He's my manager, and one day he asked me, he's like, would you ever want to release something like merch? And I was like, you know, I have this idea that I've been wanting to do for a while. So he really was the one that got the ball rolling, and without him, this would have never happened. Fred, if you're watching this, everyone, please go hype Fred up. He was on The Bachelorette, fun fact. He was the one that found North and Third. And North and Third is the manufacturer, producer, the people that printed out the to-do list. Without him, I would have never been able to find a manufacturer. I definitely would not have found North and Third. North and Third is an ethical, sustainable, woman-led company. They're so incredible, so amazing, and I'm so honored that they wanted to work with me on this. It was honestly such a privilege to be able to work with women that have their own successful business and that have the ethical and sustainable mindset. Like, it was just so incredible. And so without Fred, without Megan and Alex, who were the women behind North and Third, this would have never happened. So everything is thanks to you guys. After finding the manufacturer, Fred had emailed them back and forth, like saying that I wanted to do this, and they were like, let's hop on a Zoom call and we'll kind of talk about what you wanted. I was so scared. I was terrified. I was shaking. I'm currently waiting on Zoom right now for a really important meeting that I'm really nervous about. I'm just really nervous for this. The meeting went so well. So happy. I feel like all day today I'll be working on stuff that we talked about in the meeting. I'm sure you guys are gonna figure out what this meeting was about. I was shaking the whole time during the meeting. Fred was actually supposed to be on the meeting with us, but he had a family emergency, so it was just me and Megan and Alex, who are running North and Third. They were the nicest people ever. I knew from the second that I was done with that call that I was so happy that I was working with them because they were so incredible and just gave such great insight and had such great ideas. We're really wanting to understand what I had envisioned. After that meeting, we started designing the to-do list. This was the most fun, but also the scariest part of the whole project. We made so many changes. I thought that it could be fun to show you guys all the different versions of the to-do list that we came up with. I'm literally going through my emails right now and pulling up all of our emails that we sent back and forth to each other. This was really like the beginning stages before we even had our meeting. This is what I sent to them. This is something I created on my iPad November 17th. I created it like at midnight, middle of the night, brainstorming ideas of if I ever made a to-do list, what would I want, what would be the perfect to-do list. At this point, there had been no talks of doing anything. It was just me creating this wild idea that I had that I never thought would see fruition. And they're pretty cringy looking, I'm not gonna lie. The structure is really there. A lot of the staple things are there. The background is different. Like, there's obviously a lot of different things, but the round check marks, we have the date, we have the time slots, everything like that was the same. I really wanted this format, and then the background is really the thing that I wanted different. My original idea was a colorful watercolor, which I'm really glad I didn't go with that. It's so crazy to see it. Oh my gosh. They had those drafts before the meeting, and then after they asked me to send them a visual of my ideas, some fonts that I wanted, some colors that I wanted, so I sent them this. I initially saw this Monday, May 5th thing online, and I was like, this is so cool. I love the idea of this. So I drew it on my iPad, and then I also created it in PicMonkey, just like 2 examples. I didn't love either of the ones that I created. I mocked up this in PicMonkey as well with the same drawing that I had from my iPad, and then I just changed a couple of things. The days of the week not cursive, which I like. I actually originally wanted to do black and white because I had a black and white to-do list and I thought that colorful pens looked really cute on it. But then when I drew this up, I was like, that looks boring, kind of like a prison sentence. I don't love it. And I was like, okay, maybe we can make the paper color different. Maybe we can make the ink color different. Before I was designing these, I kind of was brainstorming things that I'd want for the background. These two words popped in my head and it was like, that's it, sunset collection. I was just like, I know that's what it is. That's the idea. Nothing else compared. Every other idea just moved to the corner. Nothing else mattered. It was the sunset collection. I knew from the second I thought of it, and nothing could have changed my mind. I knew I wanted to do the sunset collection. So these were some color things that I found online. I loved them. I was like, maybe we do kind of like a nude paper and like colorful ink or something. I didn't know exactly what I wanted. One of the biggest changes that we made was when we were on the Zoom call. I think Megan brought up the idea, or maybe it was Alex, I don't really remember, brought up the idea of why don't we make the daily to-do list in sort of a book, so it'd have a cover on it, and so you could put it in your backpack, you can put it on your desk, like it's super nice, we're protected. I loved that idea. We were gonna make a cover, we were gonna make all of this, and then it came down to the price that they were a lot more expensive to produce, and I just felt like you guys would not want to pay that extra fee for a cover. I loved the idea, but it wasn't in my original idea, and I just felt like the price didn't match what you were getting out of it, so we opted not to do that. For the cover for the to-do list, I wanted it to be a sunset. I liked this image on the right. I thought that was really cute, and so I kind of mocked that up a little bit. We ultimately decided not to go with the cover, which I think was the right move. Sent them that, and then after a while, they had a graphic designer send me back the first images. When I saw the first design, I was like, it was scary because I was like, okay, the background is not really what I'm wanting. I guess I didn't explain it well, but the format is really good. The format is there. The format is what I want. It was definitely like it's good, it's bad, we need to work on this. First thing they sent me were these design elements, so it was just kind of the daily, weekly in different fonts, different colors. I honestly didn't love any of them. I was kind of freaking out at this point. I was like, oh my gosh, what if this is not going to turn out good? What if I hate this? We also had these ones, which were cool, but they weren't really what I wanted, but they were still cool. I did like the idea of how the to-do list was like written under the weekly. I thought that was cool. Then they sent me some mock-ups for the to-do list. This was the first one that I saw, and I kind of was like, oh no, this is not the vision, this is not the idea. This one I thought was cool. It's kind of like a little gradient. You guys will see we actually stuck with that one for a while. This one I was like, no, not loving it. This one I thought was kind of boring. They all had good elements, but I was like not in love with them. This was the version for the daily. There were things that I liked about them, but they were not what I wanted. Obviously you guys have seen the final result, so you can see there's a big difference between them. Then I sent over a PDF of just like my thoughts and edits that I wanted to make. I was kind of like, I don't know how many edits I'm allowed to make on this. I loved the warmth of this one. I thought that was really cool. It was really hard for me to like verbally say what I wanted without the visual aspect, and so I was online, I was on Pinterest. It took me forever to find a sunset that I liked, and then I found this image. This was an image on Society 6 that I found on Pinterest, and I was like, this is exactly what I want. I want the pink cloud sunsets. I love the watercolor up top. This is exactly what I want. And I was like, I'm not sure if we're allowed to use this image. It might be copyrighted. Took what they gave me, removed the background, and put this on it. I thought this was incredible. I love it. I love it. There were a few other things that I wanted to change as well. I wanted to put the enjoy today at the bottom. I liked lowercase things better than uppercase. I also wanted to center the like days of the week, and then towards the very end I had this concept for the top, which I really liked, and I wasn't sure where I wanted to put the to-do list. I was like, the center bottom, the left bottom, the middle, what do you guys think? I asked them, I was like, which one do you think is better? They never told me which one they thought was better. They just sent me one graphic design with one, and I was like, okay, they must like that one better. Then they sent me these, and I was like, oh, this first one I really liked, but I felt like it was too cool tone for what I wanted, but kind of cool. They sent me this one, and immediately I was like, I love this. This is everything I've ever wanted. I love the warm tones. There were a few things that I wanted to change. Don't get me wrong. We actually kept the weekly like this for a really long time with this gradient in the background. Very last minute, like last minute, I was like, can we have it the same as the daily background? That was something I was really stressed about. I sent them to my friend Desiree. My friend Desiree has this really good business sense and creative sense. She just has one of those eyes that can just pick out anything. And I was like, do you like the weekly like this? Do you think I should change it? And she was like, no, I do like the weekly like that. I ended up changing it. But she was the first person that I told about this because I trusted her vision, her ideas so much. I literally say on here, my jaw dropped when I saw this. This is incredible, better than anything out of my wildest dreams. Taylor Swift reference. And then I felt like the weekly was a little hard to read. Then they sent me these ones, and I was like, yes, 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 yes. This was almost the end of the graphic design phase. They ended up printing these and sending them to me. This is them being printed out. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, thank you for sending me these. They sent me the printed notepads with everything, and then I had a few notes. First note that I had was the time slots. They weren't wide enough for you to really be able to write in them, so I was like, can we widen them and make the margin smaller? I wanted wanted to make sure that there was still enough line space. That was really important to me, and so that was like the #1 thing that I wanted to change on both of them, especially the weekly. Both of them I felt like were not printed deep enough. There's a lot of like warmth and yellow to the daily, but the first copy I got, it was a lot of white, and so I was like, I don't know if this is like printed enough. We ended up increasing the opacity of the background image almost 10%, which I think was the best move that we ever made. It really takes the background to the next level. I also felt like the lines were really close together, like vertically, so I wanted to widen it. We actually made the page a little bit bigger, like vertically, just to be able to give you more lines and then more line space to write. Very last second, you can see, is it possible to see the weekly to-do list with the same background as the daily to-do list? They made those changes and they look incredible. I'm so excited. They look so good. I'm just so happy the way they turned out. I thought it turned out so good. After design, after design, after design, we finally found one design that I love. The day that they sent me that design, I was in such a bad mood, and my mood took a literal 180. I was in the best mood ever. No one could touch me. It was amazing. It was incredible. I am so pumped, so happy. I was on cloud 9. I was so happy. I was like, this is exactly what I was envisioning. They shipped me a few sheets of the to-do list instead of the actual physical thing because it was pretty expensive to produce just one, and I was like, it's okay, you can ship me a couple pages. I loved it, and then I was stupid enough and I threw it away after I was done using the pages, and I didn't get to keep them and look at them. So after I approved everything, I was like, I forgot what it looks like. I forgot what it looks like in person. Oh my gosh, did I just make a huge mistake? So I was terrified for when they would ship. When the design process was over, that's when it was really setting in that, oh my gosh, this is really happening. During this whole process, whenever I would have a thought that was like, what if people don't like it? What if people won't buy it? What if I'm wasting my money? I would literally stop in my tracks and I would say to myself, we're not gonna worry about this. We'll deal with it later. That worked for the time being. It didn't work for the whole time. Later did come. I was really just going through the motions and not letting myself panic about it, which was really good in the moment and bad long term. This is the first time that I've really owned my own business. I've always considered myself a business owner doing YouTube. I have an LLC, like it's technically a business. I pay taxes on this, but I've never created a product. So this was a physical business. Throughout the entire process of creating the to-do list, I always assumed in my head that North and Third were going to be the people shipping it out. And then when the designs were done, I kind of sent them an email and I was like, hey guys, so what are we gonna do about shipping? Should we talk about pricing? They basically said that it was never in the plans for them to ship it. They would offer to ship it, but it would cost a lot of money, and they wrote down how much it would cost and everything, and I was like, oh, This was also during the week, if you guys follow me on Instagram, where everything in my life was going wrong. My hard drive broke, I dyed basically all my clothes red by accident, putting a red sweatshirt in my white. I lost my car keys and my debit card, I got locked out of my apartment, just everything was going wrong. And then that on top of it, I was like, it was bad. So naturally I was freaking out. I had no idea what to do. I texted my manager Fred and I was like, okay, I really want to ship this. If I have the opportunity to make this fully me, I want to. This project is my baby and I want to be able to be involved in every aspect of it if I have the opportunity to, which means I want to ship it out. I asked him, I was like, do you think I should do Shopify? Do you think I should do Etsy? What are your thoughts? And he was like, I recommend doing Shopify. I made the website through Shopify. That was one thing that I was really scared about, was the website, because I've never created a website. I had no idea how to create a website. As of right now, this is the website. So I'm having my photo shoot tomorrow for all of these images right here, and then all of these images right here. Where did it go? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. The description. So I was writing them out, just like literally brainstorming, word vomiting. My mom was actually super helpful with this. I need to update that. I am so thankful for Shopify. They're not sponsoring this video. They're not doing anything. I just think they're a great company, and I'm so glad I chose Shopify over Etsy. I probably chatted with customer service for so many hours just in the middle of the night trying to figure out the website, trying to make things the exact way I wanted. I was so particular about what I wanted. I wanted the colors of the website to be the same as the colors on the to-do list. I wanted this font to be the exact same as the fonts on the to-do list, the daily, then the weekly, then the bundle. I wanted this to show up. I just had so much that I wanted, and I knew my exact vision, and I'm so glad I knew my exact vision. Ready to see the website? Have your phone? And spelled my name wrong. No pressure to like have a good reaction. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Take a look. Oh, it's so pretty. I like how you wrote on it.
When are these pictures taken? You look cute.
Yesterday.
I'm glad you got your nails done.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and they're good priced. This is coming soon.
I'm so proud of you. Thanks. Shopify customer support really rocks. It took me a really long time to figure out how to make the website, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's so cute. The next step that I was really worried about was shipping. I had no idea how to ship thousands and thousands of units of to-do lists. I had no idea. I remember my friend Laura Norris posted on her Instagram story one day that she was shipping out Poshmark orders, and she had this like label printer. If you guys don't know, Lauren is one of my really good friends. She's also one of my favorite YouTubers. I would have been so stressed and had no idea how to do any of this if it wasn't for Lauren. Lauren and I have a Snapchat streak, so I Snapchatted her and I was like, hey, can you give me some information about how you ship out your orders? I'm kind of freaking out. I have a lot of orders I need to ship out. I don't know what to do. She sent me like a 5-minute long Snapchat video that I screen recorded. She sent me the links to everything she used. She explained how she used them. She had no idea what I was shipping out. She had no idea about the to-do list because I really wanted to keep it secret for so long. So Lauren, if you're watching this, I just want to say I have chills right now because you're so awesome. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for helping me with this, because I would have not known what to do if it wasn't for you. You're literally incredible and you saved me. I ended up buying a ton of shipping equipment from Amazon. So expensive. There's so many unexpected added costs to owning a business that you don't think of. Even after buying all the shipping things, I thought, okay, I was done. There's still more unexpected costs, and that's just how it is owning a business. One thing that I really wanted to include when people get the to-do list is a thank you note. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want you guys to know this would have never been possible without you. I would have never had the courage to actually start creating this to-do list if it wasn't for me in a video saying, would you guys want that, and you guys saying, yes, please make these to-do lists, I would buy them. If it wasn't for that video, this would have never happened. I would have never had the courage to actually chase my dream. I have this idea that I want to handwrite thank you cards for every single order, write your names on them, really show you guys how appreciative I am. That was such a big undertaking. Why did I think writing thousands of thank you cards would be easy? It's been a huge undertaking, but it's definitely been one of the most special parts of this whole process, is getting to thank each and every one of you and like physically writing it out. Some of them do have mistakes on them. I will say, if you get a thank you card that has like me scribbling something out, like, I'm so sorry. I'm only human. I'm only human. That was so pitchy. Another unexpected cost was we had to ship the to-do list from Canada, from North and 3rd in Canada to Arizona. That was a huge shipping cost. It was very expensive. It was a long process. It was around 1,000 pounds of to-do list. They came on these like shipping crate cards, like things that like Target gets these kind of crates, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're shipping that to my house. We actually had to push back the launch because they took a little bit longer to ship. The day that I announced them was the day that I wanted to launch them, but because it took a while for them to ship, we had to move it back, which actually worked out perfectly fine. I'm so glad we ended up doing that. About 1,000 pounds of to-do lists came to my house. Thank you to my mom for letting me store thousands of to-do lists in your hallway. Thank you to my stepdad for moving thousands of pounds of to-do lists into that hallway. Thank you to my dogs for not eating and chewing up these to-do lists when they easily could. Hey Zoe, thanks for not eating these boxes. Her face? Aw, good girl. When the to-do lists were delivered and I opened it up, they were so much better than I could ever have remembered them being. Today's July 22nd. I'm so excited. My to-do lists come in the mail right now. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm at my parents' house. They just got here. I have 2 right here because I wanted to open them because I was so excited. I couldn't wait. Just seeing this, I'm blown away. I'm so excited for this. Is the weekly. My heart is like beating so fast. Look at how pretty it is. They look incredible. Look at it. Oh my gosh. I think it looks really good. I was so happy. On cloud 9 happy. And then I started freaking out because I was like, oh my gosh, these are supposed to be wrapped in plastic. What? How am I gonna ship these out if they're not wrapped in plastic? So I emailed North and 3rd and I was like, hey guys, I'm not sure like if they were supposed to be wrapped in plastic, like if I misunderstood. And they were like, no, like we weren't gonna wrap them in plastic. Here's this recommendation for this website where you can buy the plastic covers. I was like, great. I purchased them. They came the next day. Hallelujah. These came in the mail today. They're the plastic coating that goes on the to-do list when I ship them out so they don't get damaged in transit. The physical day after we got the to-do list, we had our photo shoot. I did the photo shoot with my friend Sky. I will link her Instagram down below. She's an incredible photographer. Hire her for all your photography needs. It was pouring rain the day of the photo shoot. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I expected this bright, airy photo shoot concept and now it's super gloomy. It actually ended up working so well. We put up like a sheet in front of her window in her apartment. It looked so good. Sky went above and beyond, did all these like styled shoots. I was like writing all these things on them as she was like making them, so I had no idea what she was doing because I couldn't see it. And then I got the photos. My jaw literally dropped. On the to-do list, if you guys see them, I wrote like little things. It was so hard coming up with fake plans because I was like, what do I do? I also wanted to write the names of all my friends on the to-do list that really supported me. So on like the weekly and everything, it's like get happy hour with Tori, call Emma. I really wanted to include that as like a little special touch. I then had to finish the website with the photos. Sky was amazing, got the photos back to me in less than 24 hours. Keep in mind, this was Sunday. The reveal was Monday, so we had one day. And when I say we, I mean me. I had one day to create all the graphics, to make the YouTube video, to edit everything, make everything perfect, prepare it for the reveal. I filmed the YouTube video announcing it. I edited it that day. I uploaded. I did every single thing that exact day. I was up to like midnight. Everything was prepared and ready to go. And then the nerves started kicking in. It's the night before the announcement video. I'm so nervous. Tomorrow's the day that you guys find out about it. I feel like I'll definitely be more nervous next week before the launch of it and before people actually start buying it. I really hope that you guys like it. I hope that you guys don't hate it. I've been working on it for so long. I hope that people like it. There's a lot of self-doubt creeping into my mind right now, and I'm just trying to block it out. I've been working all day on the graphics and everything for the launch. Fingers crossed for tomorrow. That was really scary. The idea of, oh my god, is every single thing that I just did for nothing, is this going to fail? Terrifying. The next day was the reveal. It posted at 12 o'clock, so I had all morning to freak out. I was on the verge of throwing up all day. I'm so nervous. I couldn't sleep last night. I've been so excited for the past like year, and these last couple days, so much self-doubt creeping in. I'm like, stop. 4 more hours until the reveal. It was bad. And then the video uploaded. 11:59, 1 minute. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god, please don't throw up. The longest 60 seconds of my life. It's 12, it's 12, it's 12. The video just went up. Oh my god, the video just went up. Did it go up? Did it go up? Load, 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 load. It is live, it is live, it is live, it is live. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wait, why can't I function right now? Work. We're posting it on Instagram. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Posted it on Instagram. Oh, it's loading. It's not there yet. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, the tears, they're coming. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. This is not happening. Okay, that was probably one of the best moments of my entire life. That moment and that day will always be so special to me. Everything was thanks to you guys, that you guys loved it, and it made me never want to forget how appreciative I am of you guys and never take anything for granted. I'm trying so hard not to cry right now. I'm just responding to all your guys' comments, and it just means so much to me. I just love you guys so much. I was so nervous, as you guys could tell. I can't even talk. Seeing you guys so excited, seeing me so excited, nothing will compare to that feeling. You guys are like family to me. Seeing my family getting excited for my accomplishments. And I guess that's where we're at now. By the time that you guys are seeing this video, the Sunset collection has dropped. It's been up for 3 hours by the time that you guys are seeing this video. If you guys have not already gotten a daily, a weekly, or a bundle, make sure to go get them. Website keeganacton.com, link everything down below. Get them before they're gone. This is the first launch I've done for anything ever, so I have no idea if they're gonna sell out immediately or in a couple weeks or in a couple months. No idea. Go check them out if you guys haven't. I love you more than I have ever loved anything in this entire world, and nothing will ever compare to you guys. Thank you so much for encouraging me to chase my dreams and to make this collection. I love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah. I love you.